Prometheus and Grafana, two powerful tools that can monitor your whole Kubernetes clusters. Hello guys, today we will learn about how to set up these bad boys on EKS cluster with Helm Chart. So let's get started. So I have created a cluster on EKS and now let's check if the nodes are running. So we can write kubectl get nodes and we see here that all our nodes are running, and now we can check if our pods are running, and our pods are also up. Now let's create namespace called Prometheus. We can do it through kubectl create namespace Prometheus. Hit enter and it was created. Now let's check if it was created. You can do it through kubectl get namespace, and we see here that our namespace was created. And now we can install the Helm chart. I can also put this into the description. And we need here a couple of things. We will set alert manager storage class GP2. We will set persistent volume of server as a GP2, and we will set server type as a load balancer so that we can access it outside of the cluster. Hit enter and it's created now. Now let's see, here we need the server DNS, and let's copy this. Clear the screen now. Let's see if our resources are up. Do kubectl get all and namespace Prometheus. And we see here all our resources are up. So from here we will need service Prometheus server, and you see here it's a load balancer type, and we can copy its external IP, and you can open that in your favorite browser, and it's already up. So now let's create a namespace for Grafana. Same command, kubectl create namespace Grafana, and it's created. Now let's check if it was created. Kubectl get namespace, and we have namespace as Grafana as well. Now in order to fetch data from the Prometheus, we need to add values file. We need to create values file for the Grafana. So let's create a directory. So we can do mkdir and make a directory called monitoring Grafana, and then we can do cat and put this data source values in the grafana.yaml file. So we need here name as a Prometheus, type Prometheus, and URL as a we need here same as what you copied that from the Prometheus server. So now let's do Helm install. Here we need namespace Grafana. We can set persistent storage class name as a GP2 and enable it, and we can set values as same file location, and we need service type as a load balancer, and it's running. So this is also up. Let's see if all the resources are created. Do kubectl get all namespace grafana, and we see here that all our resources are up as well. Now we can copy that address and paste it in the browser, and our grafana is also up. So let's give the username and password. Username is admin and password is what you set it up already in Helm Chart. Oh, we see here that it is invalid. So let's see, if you're not able to get the password, you can do it through this command. So now we can copy and paste that and log in now. So now we are logged in into the Grafana. So let's create some dashboards here and see if all the functionalities are working. Let's import some dashboard. Let's do 3119 and load it. Okay, folder can be same, data source is Prometheus, import it. And then we see here our Kubernetes cluster monitoring dashboard. So we see here all the matrices are there. It's fetching its data from the Prometheus. So it's up and running. And now we can also create another dashboard. We can save it first. And then let's create another dashboard. Okay, let's do 6417 and hit load and give the data source Prometheus again, import it. And this is the dashboard for our pods. And we can monitor all the resources consumed by the pods here. And we also see here that all our pods are running and how much resources are consumed. Now let's sign out from here. Now you see here that this Grafana is 3.5, 8.3.5, and new versions are available, but and that is 8.4.1. So how can we change this? So in order to do this, we need to create a Grafana value file. So we can do it through Helm show values and Grafana, the name of the chart, and then send it into the values.grafana.yaml file. So you see here that I already have my grafana.yaml file, the data source file, and also the values underscore grafana.yaml file. And the same way you can add also Prometheus values file here if you want to change something. So here we see that our image tag is 8.3.5. We can change here as 8.4.1 and we can save this. And now we can simply do Helm upgrade. So here is the command for that, Helm upgrade and grafana chart, and your file location, hit enter. Oh, we see here the error. Just put namespace as Grafana. Wait for some time. Okay, it's starting up now. And it's done. Now clear the screen and let's see if all the resources are running. Do kubectl get all and namespace Grafana. And okay, we see here that our pod is running and our new pod is creating, Oh, we see here that we don't have external IP. So let's actually solve this. So we need to go back into the values underscore grafana file, and there we search for service and we change type from cluster IP to load balancer. We do this so that we can access it through outside of our cluster. And let's also change a couple of things. We can change PVC and change it to true. And now let's go back in the terminal and we can do again Helm upgrade. Wait for some time. And it's getting up again. And it's done as well. So let's see if all the resources are up. We can do kubectl get all minus n grafana. Wait for some time. Okay, so all of our resources are up. We can see our external IP is added now, and our pods are also running. So we can actually check if our pods are running or not. We can simply do kubectl get pods minus n grafana. So we see here now it's running. So let's copy this IP and go into the browser, paste it, and give your username admin and your password. Okay, now check if the dashboard. Okay, so we see here that our dashboards are gone. This was due to because we didn't set our persistent volume. So let's add the dashboards again. Oh, we see here that we don't have any data source. We can add it directly through the Grafana, but the best way is to add it through the values file. So let's actually go back into the value file and search for data source. And we see here we need to uncomment until is default and uncomment all these lines. And now also remove this, and URL, it should be same as your Prometheus server. So copy it from here and paste it in the URL section, and now save the file, go back to the terminal, and now do Helm upgrade again. Wait for some time. Okay, it's starting up again. Okay, now it was done, and now let's clear the screen first and see if all the resources are up. Okay, we see that our sources are up, and now we can copy the external IP and put it into the browser. And we see here that our okay, now let's see our dashboard first, and let's import let's import the clusters monitoring system. And then okay, we get our dashboard back, and now let's first save it, and now let's add another dashboard. set Prometheus, import it. So we see here that our another dashboard is also ready. Save it. So it's fetching all our data, and now we can sign out first. And we also see that our version is 8.1.4, 8.4.1. And now let's see what happens if we delete this deployment. So first get all the resources. And do kubectl delete deploy Grafana, and you have to give namespace Grafana. Hit enter, and deployment is deleted as well. So now let's check the resources. So our deployment is deleted and our pod is terminating. Now let's do Helm upgrade again. Okay, it was upgraded, and now let's clear the screen first and check if our resources are up. We can do kubectl get all -n Grafana. And our resources are up. And copy this IP again. Go back to the browser and paste it here. Give username admin and password. And now go back to the folder, and you see here that our dashboards are still there. It was not deleted when we deleted our deployment. And now let's sign out. So this is how you install Prometheus and Grafana. Now let's clear up the resources. So we can do Helm uninstall Prometheus, namespace Prometheus. It's uninstalled, then we can delete the namespace. And now let's do uninstall Grafana. Wait for some time, and this is also done. Now let's delete the namespace Grafana as well. And namespace was also deleted. If you have any questions, you can always ask me in the comment section. Thank you so much guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.